Okay, good day everyone. Since Mr. Hobart explained what is the definition of visual rhetoric, our topic is all about importance of visual rhetoric platforms of visual rhetoric various media. So what is the importance of visual rhetoric? Learning more about visual rhetoric can help us produce documents that speak more readily to their intended audience. It can help us to evaluate visual images. Kaning visual rhetoric is ma-encounter nato siya in any variety of settings, whether on TV, in magazines, on billboards, or in the classroom. And then, since visual rhetoric is not limited to pictures, neither to a text alone, rather a combination of visual and verbal expression of arguments with an effort to stimulate a desired response from the audience. Other modes to locate them includes political cartoons on newspapers, captions, photographs in print media, like what example is magazines, business communication, pod short, and independent films. Makita po nato ni sa television, advertisements, political and fundraising campaign films, and maps. O makita po nato sa books, covers, YouTube video intros, and even social media na ginakuha nato ron is Facebook. Makita nato sa videos. Majority of these platforms are expressed through visual typographies, kung baga sa Tagalog pa is visual palalimbagan. Visual rhetoric. Una sa atong makita sa environment na atong makita or ma-encounter nato sa atong palibot is color, layout, shapes, typography, nature, architecture, etc. And then sa contextual filter is kaning nadiri ang media, language, culture, education, timing, life experience, expectation, green. So bisag asa ta ma-encounter ni nato, di ba? Sag-asa ka nga malupad. And then sa persuasion, nadiri ang reason, emotion, credibility. And then makuanday nato sa mahuna-huna anday nato sulod sa ato ang utok. Unsay reason nga naana na mga panghitabua, like what this visual rhetoric. So let's proceed ta sa the various types of media. So modern media comes in many different formats, including print media, nadiri ang books, magazine, newspapers, and then television, movies, video games, music, cell phones, various kinds of software, and the internet. Each type of media involves both content and also a device or object through which that is delivered. Content is delivered. So here are the types of media. We can start our discussion of media by defining and describing different kinds of media that children are using today. So, print media. The term print media is used to describe the traditional or old-fashioned print-based media that today's parents grew up with, including newspapers, magazines, books, comics, or graphic novels. Mana sa print media. Historically, only wealthy publishers and had access to sophisticated typesetting technologies necessary to create printed material, but this has changed in recent years with the widespread accessibility of desktop publishing software and print-on-demand publication services such as Link. And then dito sa television. In the beginning, there were programs to pick from, but today there are literally hundreds of general and specialty channels to choose from, and thousands upon thousands of programs. Were it once the case that programs had to be watched at the time they were broadcast on the television. This is no longer the case today. Kaning The viewers can summon a movie or television episode whether they want. Also, so through mini cable or satellite services may pay-per-view or free on-demand services. So, ampod ni ang sa television. And then, movies na punta. Ang movies is what we call films. Are the oldest form of motion picture technology capable of capturing lifelike video-style images. Originally, could only be consumed at a neighborhood movie theater. But these days, movies are widely available for people to consume in their homes, on their computers, and even through their telephones. Commercial movies are broadcast on television and via cable and satellite services, which may feature high definition video resolution and sound, essentially allowing the movie theater experience to be replicated in a home theater environment. Commercial movies are also distributed in DVD and Blu-ray discs, which can be rented from stores and through the mail services such as Netflix. So, sapod ni ang Netflix. And through downloadable computer files, which can be legally downloaded from movie rental services such as Amazon and iTunes, or streamed through Netflix or in-demand cable services. So, let's proceed na sa video games. Last na ang video games. Available since the early 1980s pa, video games have only grown in popularity among youth. Today's games make use of advanced graphics and processors to enable three-dimensional gameplay featuring highly realistic and landscape and physics simulations and the ability of compete against other players through a network connection. Mani sa atong kabuangan karon kaning ML. Daghay videos na natong makuanan sa atong cellphones. Modern video games are immersive, exciting, and increasingly interactive. Players feel like they really are in the situation because of the lifelike graphics and sounds. Through video games, you can extend their pretend play as they become soldiers, aliens, race car drivers, street fighters, and football. So, to. I hope na inyong masabtan. Thank you.